Hello, my lovelies. I hope you're all well. Horrific story that broke this week was that of an asylum seeker, a cultural enricher, as I like to call them, throwing acid over some people, including children, because he's just a lunatic, I guess. But we have an update to the original story. The Clapham acid attacker Abdul Azedi could already be dead, former police officers claim, as manhunt enters the 5th day for the asylum seeker who doused mum and kid in chemicals. Let's have a look at this story then. A former counter-terrorism chief said it's possible that the acid attacker may already be dead, as the Met Police doubles up efforts to find him. Azedi, 35, is wanted after a 31-year-old woman and her 2 daughters aged 8 and 3 suffered burns from a chemical attack in Clapham, South London on Wednesday night. The woman sustained potentially life-changing injuries while her daughters are understood not to be as seriously injured as first. Thank goodness. What a scumbag. Just look at this scumbag. Look at him. And that was damage that he inflicted on himself with the acid. So fucking ha. Afghan national who lived in the Arthur's Hill area of Newcastle upon Tyne, bearing in mind he travelled from Newcastle to London to throw acid on this woman, nice guy, was spotted extensively on CCTV in the capital on Wednesday night, but has since vanished. So this former counter-terrorism coordinator has said it's not unlikely that he could have taken his own life. Good. I hope you are dead. Mr. Aldworth told BBC Radio 4, I think if we've not seen or heard anything from him in the last couple of days, he's gone to ground, possible supported by somebody, and you'll note that the Metropolitan Police Service have offered a £20,000 reward. Well, that needs to go up then, doesn't it? That's commonly done when there's a sense that somebody is in hiding within the community. Right, bear in mind, okay, this chap broke into the country, apparently on the back of a lorry. He snuck into the country. He claimed asylum, got rejected. Claimed asylum, got rejected. Then he said he had converted to Christianity, claimed asylum again. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, you can stay because you've converted to Christianity, so you'd be persecuted if you went back to Afghanistan. Apparently, this is quite a common ruse for them to do, is to say that they've converted to Christianity when obviously they haven't. It's unlikely or improbable that he may have taken his own life. Ooh. And there is therefore, it's not unlikely or improbable that he may have taken his own life, and therefore is a body to be found somewhere. Or he's made good his escape from the country. The interviewer questioned whether it was possible for Azedi to move about in public, given the astonishing level of CCTV footage. I think it's unlikely. We had a lot of very good coverage of him on the first day or two. Yeah, he's gone to ground. It's possible to track somebody across London, I think, using public networks, CCTV, and public appeals for dash cams. You effectively follow the individual from camera to camera, and when the last camera captures his image, you literally do a trawl through the area. Yeah, there have been some incredible successes. I have a love-hate relationship with CCTV, because I think it's really good in this sort of instance for tracking criminals and stuff like that. But I just think, sometimes there's too much. I don't know. Like, what are your feelings about CCTV? I worry sometimes that they're taking it too far. And then when they're talking about like facial recognition technology and stuff like that being used in conjunction, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. I think it's an overreach. There's been some incredible successes tracking individuals that way. He added that private footage from doorbells and dash cam was voluntary and reliant on people surrendering it to police. I think the police have a very good sense of what area he's in. What you can't discount, of course, is that he's been picked up by an ally and moved somewhere else, perhaps in a vehicle. But I think the Met Police will be following some pretty logical processes at the moment, given the high-profile nature of this particular inquiry. Like, the guy shouldn't have even been in the country. That's the joke of this situation. It's not a funny situation at all. This poor lady has had like life-changing injuries. Her children were affected and other people were also injured, and he shouldn't have even been in the country. I am so angry about this failed system at the moment. I suspect they've already got someone else to peer review what's going on, and as I say, the reason they've offered a £20,000 reward is usually because there's a sense that somebody inside the community might well be harbouring this individual. What community are you talking about? Is it the Muslim community by any chance? So BBC Radio 4 interviewed a woman who suffered third-degree burns to her foot whilst rescuing the 3-year-old. What a brave lady. The woman rang police and went with the girl to the hospital. She took action after she saw the little girl being pulled out of a car and thrown to the ground. Arsehole. Like, what kind of animal can harm children like that? I think everyone just froze because they didn't realise what had happened. In the space of a second, he did it again, and that's when everyone tried to grab him, because if no one grabbed him, he would have done it for a third time. So he slammed this child to the ground twice. This 3-year-old. When I think about how small a 3-year-old is, you know, my daughter's about to turn 6, and every day I'm like, wow, she's getting so tall. When I think about what she was like when she was 3, she was a little tot. And to think that you could do that to a little tot, honestly. The public are the best support to the police in instances where people go missing. Yeah, gosh, I really hope that they find this chap, because harming children is one of the most heinous things a human being can do, in my opinion. And if he's dead, then good. If he's in hiding, I hope somebody finds him and hands him in and gets that lovely cheque of £20,000. But yeah, he did. By the looks of the picture, it looks like he may have lost one of his eyes because he got acid on his face. Oh well, never mind, eh? An eye for an eye. But yes, let me know your thoughts. Failed asylum system. It makes me so angry. But all the mainstream media want to focus on is misogyny, because it was a man throwing acid on a woman, so obviously it's misogynistic. Yeah. They don't want to talk about the obvious, because if they mention immigration, then, you know, then you have to talk about the fact that we've got too many people coming into this country, and they don't want to talk about that. So anyway, I've blathered on for long enough, but let me know your thoughts on this situation, and I'll see you very soon.